The SoFi stock has been going up and down since many months, keeping traders entertained. But is it a good long term buy? Keep watching as we answer that by going through recent news as well as my chart analysis and price prediction. But before we do that, subscribe to our channel Stocks 101 for regular stock market updates. SoFi will report their earnings on 1st November, and analysts are really anxious. Estimates suggest that the company will report a loss per share of 10 cents, indicating a minus 100% year-on-year change. Revenue, on the other hand, is expected to jump by 41.4% year-on-year, standing at $391.85 million. SoFi's earnings in the past have failed to surprise analysts, staying at par with expectations, but with student loan forgiveness being halted by the court, SoFi is in a gray zone. If the company is lawfully forced to waiver off loans, it will definitely hurt their earnings, but on the positive note, it will help the company reach its actual valuation, even if it means falling by another 10 or 20%. In our opinion, SoFi remains a risky bet, but if the earnings report for the third quarter comes out positive, it might be an attractive buy. With all that in mind, let's analyze the charts. So as you guys can see right here, we're now in the 1-day chart for SoFi, and right off the bat, we can see that we've had a pretty bad time for the past 2 or 3 months, right? Ever since August, we've fallen from a high of $8.54 to a low of pretty much the $4.75 range. If we look at today's performance, we can clearly see that, we've gotten into a gap down because, of course, the entire Nasdaq fell thanks to Google and Microsoft's bad earning reports. But right after that, we can see that, we did recover from that and we're now in somewhat of a bullish momentum. Of course, over here, we did get a pin bar candle, which indicates that we will probably get a bullish reversal. So this right here is a reversal scenario because we can see that we got first a pin bar candle on the downside, then a normal green candle and a pin bar candle on the upper side. So this indicated this entire bullish movement, and as we can see, if you had bought somewhere around here, you could have easily gotten 10% gains. So as I always tell you guys, pin bar candles are probably my favorite candlestick pattern. And over here, we can see that we got another pin bar candle that indicated this downtrend, right? So we got a normal green candle followed by a red pin bar candle, followed by another red candle. So this was a good short trade right here on this candle, right? So this, of course, was the indicator. This was the confirmation, and you could have easily shorted the stock for a 5% gain over here. But never mind talking about the past, let's quickly see where the stock can head in the future. We can, we already know that the high is over here at $8.54. If we talk about resistance, we can see that we have a resistance at the current level of 5.75. After that, of course, 6.5 would be a psychological resistance as well. We will have another one around 6, and of course 6.25. All of these stocks that are under $10 usually have such resistance levels, right? After that, of course, 6.75, then $7. So just mark them up in this pattern. Of course, if we talk about the support levels, we have a support at 5.5, right? We of course have a support somewhere around here at, just the $5 range, then 5.25 as well, over here, right? But I'll quickly delete all of these levels real quick. With that, as we already know that SoFi has been suffering a lot for the past few months, and with the earnings report, just down the line, it'll be out on the 1st November, so that's just a few days left. Honestly, if you ask me, I believe that the earnings report won't be good because as we all know that the entire big tech is performing negatively, and I expect SoFi to do the same. So we might stay in this range somewhere around here, under $6, of course, before the earnings report comes out. And once it comes out, I believe that we'll probably get all the way down towards the $5 range, right? But again, as I already told you guys, that even if we get the student loan forgiveness stuff, the stock will only get to its original value, right? So once that is done, it will be a good buy. So in my opinion, as I already told you, the stock, if you're holding it, sure, not a problem. If you're not holding it, I wouldn't recommend buying at these levels, and that is just my own opinion, of course, not financial advice. But with that being said, let's quickly head on into the 1 hour chart. So over here in the 1 hour chart, we can clearly see that we've gotten a few price range squeezes over here, right? These candles were pretty much squeezed. We got a pin bar candle over here, a negative pin bar candle over here, right? So this downtrend, or rather this gap down, was pretty much indicated over here in these candles. And even if we look at the past candles, we can see that we made a double bottom over here at pretty much the $5 range. and a lot of tops over here around 5.17, I believe, right? 5.18, 5.17. So this might be a resistance and support as well. We got supported over here as well, pretty much by the 5.17, $5.2 range, pretty much. We can see that we have a mutual support around the $5.08 level as well. We got supported over here. And before that, we got resisted by the same level and we got squeezed into this, as you guys can see. Wait, let me get the trend line. We got squeezed over here, right? After that, of course, we broke out completely. We got a gap up, right? We got indecision over here, a negative hammer candle, indecision, a pin bar candle, which got failed because, of course, it was followed by a red candle. After that, we can see that it was a breakdown. After that, of course, gap down, went up, got a negative pin bar candle, followed by a red candle. So that was a confirmation. Good short trade over here. But overall, the outlook just does not make sense, right? In my opinion, of course, the stock is going up because people are anticipating for the third quarter earnings. And, if it is negative, the stock will badly get hurt. But with that being said, I don't believe there's much left to analyze in the 1 hour chart. So let's quickly move on into the 5 minute chart. So now that we're in the 5 minute chart, we can see a pretty interesting scenario, right? We have pretty irregular volumes, in my opinion, right? We're getting not a lot of buying, not a lot of selling. It's pretty much mixed, right? So the entire market is in somewhat of an indecision, I believe, and we're getting continuously resisted around the $5.75 level. So let me mark that again for you, right? And we're getting supported as well around 5.65. So we seem to be traveling in this 10-cent range pretty much. So let's see. Now we got a negative pin bar candle over here pretty much, right? This indicates rising selling pressure. But of course, if this red candle can break through 5.65, we might just get into a downtrend. If you ask me what should happen, in my opinion, of course, we can't hang around in this range for so long, considering the fact that it's just the starting hours of the market. So I believe that we should probably get down over here, back in the $5.5 range, get supported over here, right? We already got supported at 5.52. We might get supported at 5.5 and then probably stay over here, range bound, because the entire market is pretty much performing badly. The entire the big tech sector, the big FANG stocks, they're all down. So with that, I don't really believe that SoFi can tank this alone. But still, if I were to give the stock a price target for the long term, in my opinion, as long as we, stay at the current modules and current fundamentals, the stock will eventually reach a price of $10, right? So that will indicate a pretty much a double growth. This, of course, would take more than a year, in my opinion, but of course, if all of the odds take place in SoFi's favor, then the stock might have a different story altogether. But that is my opinion. That is all for now. Remember that this definitely was not financial advice, it's just my own opinion, so you should always do your own research before you trade. If, however, you enjoyed my analysis, be sure to hit the like button. If you did not enjoy it, be sure to hit the dislike button. You can subscribe to our channel, Stocks 101, for more such videos. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one.